On today's video, I'm going to teach you how to trim your own hair. I have not been for a proper haircut since I started growing my hair because I don't feel the need to reshape my haircut right now, but I do still need to keep up with trims to keep my ends healthy, get rid of split ends, breakage, anything like that, so that it doesn't travel up the hair, so it doesn't spread, so that my ends stay looking healthy. Plus, if your ends start to split and get a little bit sparse from breakage, your hair appears thinner. Nice blunt ends in thin fine hair makes your hair appear fuller. Now, of course, you can go to a professional and get a trim, but I am a professional, so I do my trims at home myself, so I will show you how I do it, and if you want to give it a try, you can do that yourself. So we're going to start by trimming the length. So I do that by pulling this across my shoulders and brushing the length down on my body. It's important to know that if you cut your hair pulled over your shoulders like this across the bottom, you will be creating a U shape in the back. If you want a square shape across the back, the hair does have to be cut straight across your back, and you would have to have someone else do that for you. You can't do a square cut at the back yourself, because when the hair is pulled forward, it does create the U shape. So I pull my hair forward, I brush it completely. If you've got any little tangles, I found a tangle there, you need to brush those out before we do any cutting. Using a comb that has wide and close together spaced teeth is ideal. I also like a larger comb. I find that that makes it easier to work with. A smaller comb I find is a little trickier, and you want a pair of hair shears. It is important if you're going to cut your hair that you use hair shears, not craft scissors, kitchen scissors. They're just not going to be sharp enough or have the same fineness of a blade, and they can leave the hair cut in a way that leaves you with frizz, unevenness, and things like that if you don't use shears. I'm not going to tell you what my shears are because mine are professional, and there's absolutely no reason for you to go out and spend as much money as I spend on my shears just to cut your own hair. You can go on Amazon, you can go to your local beauty supply, you can get a pair for like $20, $25. They're not high quality, but they will be good enough to cut your own hair at home. They just wouldn't last long using them over and over. They wouldn't stay sharp for very long. But if you're trimming your own hair at home occasionally, they will do the trick. All right, so we have brushed our ends forward, and basically what we're gonna do is we're just gonna trim off what we want to off of this stuff. I basically just go down until it's the stuff that's almost invisible. You literally almost can't see it. You're not gonna miss it, but we do wanna cut it when it's laying flat against our body. We don't wanna lift it up like that. I just did that to show you. Make sure your head is not tilted one way or the other. It's nice and straight. Make sure your chin is level with the floor. Bring it down. I like to hold it between my fingers so that I don't cut any that I don't mean to. And I just trim that off. And you can see it looks nice and healthy on the ends now. Perfect. That is the length done. All right, so now I'm going to tackle my face frame. And again, this is not giving yourself a haircut. This is not changing anything that you have. This is just following your hair and cutting off the ends of what's already there. So you can follow this pattern no matter what haircut you have. What your sections look like will be different when you hold them up, but all we're going to do is cut off the little frizzy split ends on the ends of each section that we hold up. We're not going to be changing the shape. We're not going to be taking like an inch or two off. That's going to get into reshaping the hair and giving you an actual haircut. So for my face frame, I like it to be symmetrical from a center part. If you like it to be symmetrical from a side part, then part your hair on the side when you do this, but I like mine to be symmetrical from a center part, meaning it's the same on both sides when I part my hair in the center. That will mean that it's not going to be the same on both sides when I part my hair on the side, but I don't mind that. If you do cut it symmetrical from a side part, it won't be the same when you part your hair in the center. So wherever you want it to be symmetrical, part it there when you do this part. So I'm just going to pull about 1/2 inch of hair from each side of my part, and I'm going to bring that down in front of my face. And you can see it's not perfectly even. It's a little longer on one side than the other, and I'm just going to trim the ends so that it's all the same. And then I'm just going to put those pieces back on their respective sides. And I'm just going to brush everything forward in front of my face so I can see it, and I'm just skimming off the ends very lightly. This is just a trim. A lot of times when I do this for a client, I call it a dusting, because you're really not changing the length or the shape of the haircut very much. You're really just taking off the bits that are starting to break and thin and that are going to cause problems if they get left behind. So I went all the way down that face frame, and now I'm going to go all the way down this one. And you can see your shortest piece, you never want to go any shorter than that piece at the top there, because that's the piece that we already set in the center as our shortest length. Now my face frames are a little wonky still because they're a mixture of face framing layers and growing out bangs. I will at some point have to go in and reshape them, so they might not look exactly the same on both sides, but I'm not ready to do that yet until I get a little bit more length, so I'm okay with them being a little asymmetrical. So now we are just gonna go down both sides of our head. I'm gonna take all the hair from my part down to my ear. I'm gonna brush all of that out, and I'm gonna see, oh, that's pretty much just face frame. There's no little hairs there that it didn't already get. So now I'm gonna go about 1 inch back from that, all the way down. I'm gonna take all that hair that I just grabbed, I'm gonna pull it forward. Now, because we're not trying to take the length, this is our length down here, okay? This part down here is the longest part of our hair. We don't wanna cut any of that off because we don't wanna make our hair shorter. So I'm just going to skim off the ends. But you don't want to cut into that lower length section because, again, this is our length down here at the bottom. So I'm going to skip that. We already cut some of our length off, and we don't want to make our hair shorter while we're trimming our layers. Now, if you don't have layers, take another section. This one's from the back of my head, and I do pull this forward. If you don't have layers, when you pull your hair up, what you're gonna see is instead of it coming like straight up like this, you're probably gonna see it looking like it's a inverted angle. And that's because you don't really have any layers. If you don't have any layers when you pull it up and you see that inverted angle, then you can just leave it alone. You can go over it and skim the ends if you really want to, but you could give yourself layers accidentally. So if you're really not wanting layers, what I would suggest is just tackling whatever face framing pieces you have and your ends and leaving it at that. But if you do have layers like me, then you can follow these steps. So I'm just gonna check this section here. You can see this section's a little more sparse. We've got a pretty good hole here. No, I already trimmed all that. So then we go to the next section. Bring that forward. And this section. And that's it. The rest of it I had pulled over my other shoulder. So that's all of it. My hair is trimmed. I do that about every 3 months. It looks really nice. It feels great. Those ends now are looking much more healthy, much better. I mean, my ends are never gonna look like super thick and blunt because I don't have super thick, blunt hair. But I'm happy with that. That's gonna keep my hair healthy. That's gonna keep my hair growing. It's not that cutting your hair makes it grow faster. I know some people say, oh, if you cut your hair, it's gonna grow faster. It's not that it grows faster, it's that it often gets longer faster. And that's because if you never cut your hair, and this isn't true for everyone, some people have really, really strong, robust hair that never breaks. So for them, cutting makes no difference. But if you have hair that's a bit more on the fragile side, which is typical if you have fine or thin hair, then your hair will break off sometimes. Some of your hairs are gonna break when you brush your hair, when you wash your hair, when you style your hair. It's inevitable, it happens. What we wanna do is minimize how much breakage is happening. And hair that's already weakened is more likely to break. So cutting off those ends that are starting to break, that are splitting, that are weakening, helps the ends of our hair to stay strong. So we lose less length to that mechanical damage of brushing and whatnot, because if you never cut the hair and the damaged ends get really bad, then they're really weak and you're losing a lot of length to breakage every time you brush your hair. So as your hair is growing 1/2 inch per month out of your head, it's probably not getting any longer because you're breaking off 1/2 inch a month of your hair at the same time. So trimming those ends helps you to retain that length so your hair can grow faster. It's not that it actually grows faster out of your head, but it's gets longer in length because you're not breaking it off. I hope that makes sense. I hope you found that helpful. If you decide to trim your own hair at home, you can follow this guide. Keep it really simple. Don't try to do any complicated, fancy techniques. It's not necessary. We're literally just trimming the baby ends of what is already in our hair. Thank you so much for watching today. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. If you have any questions, as always, leave those in the comments section and I will do my best to answer those for you. I will see you in the next video. Bye.